All right, guys, here we are. We're going to cut with this very expensive knife that I just bought, the Oz Machine Company Roosevelt. Number 1449, the radial milling pattern with the dark stonewash and Magna Cut blade steel that has been hardened to 6364 HRC. Really nice edge here. Easily cutting paper, and I cannot wait to see what this thing can do. The second I put it in my hands, I saw that it was a cutting machine. This thing is meticulously designed and been revised over and over throughout the whole time he's been making the knife. Revised here and there, little changes with certain things, and really kind of fine-tuning it to be what it has become today. Very thin behind the edge. It's going to be slicey. Let's start with regular thickness cardboard and see what this thing can do, man. I'm ready. A little nervous also, just because it's a very expensive object. But here we go. Unbelievable slicing performance. Really, really amazing. This is just as slicey, if not slicier, than the TRM Shadow, which is, I think, my previous most slicey knife that I own. Let's try the double thickness stuff, double wall. Not a hot spot to be seen anywhere, also, just zero. Very comfortable knife to grip onto. Not that you even really have to grip it that hard, though, because it's just passing through so easily. Let's try some against the grain here. It's really nice, too, because there's no sharpening choil that's not also the finger choil. What I mean is, when you're gripping the knife in the grip that you're supposed to grip it in, your finger is right next to that cutting edge, so the cardboard can't slide in there in the choil and get caught and get snagged and stop your cut because your finger's right there. Really, really nice job with the cardboard here. Very, very happy with that. Let's do some utility cutting. This will probably be the ROSIE's probably weakest area, just because of the amount of belly we have. You have to raise your wrist up a bit to get to that tip. Let's see what it can do. Pretty darn good once you're up there. You're raising up, definitely higher than you would with the different blade shape, Warncliffe or a sheep's foot like that. Something like that, but really not bad. It doesn't feel super uncomfortable. And once you're up there, it slices very well. Do some curves here. A couple sticky spots, but not bad. Let's do some more draw cuts on the thick stuff. Same thing. Got to raise up to the tip, and once you're there, it does well. That's pretty much exactly what I expected. All right, what next? How about some leather? You can see we got some markings there from the cardboard, but that should rub right off. Another thing I love about this is the dark stonewash should hide scratches. So instead of cutting up a leather glove, I decided to cut up this old leather slip because it's cleaner leather. I didn't want to accidentally nick the edge with a piece of metal in my old glove or something. Look at that, man. That's 5mm leather, 4 layers of it, and look at that, man. Holy shit. Super clean cut. This belly is awesome for this kind of cutting. You just rock back. Look how much belly I can get in contact with the surface. Or how much of the edge, I mean. Look at that. Yeah, that's this knife's strong suit for sure. Is this kind of like food preppy style chopping and cutting. That and slicing are going to be the strong suits of the ROSIE. That was impressive. Really clean cuts, no sawing, just pretty gently pushing down and rocking back on the edge, and it just really, yeah, it cut real well. Cecil rope. Let's do a couple of these babies. Very nice. And now let's do a little bit of chopping. Same thing as with the leather. The belly is real nice, starting with the tip, rocking back, almost creating like a scissor between the blade and the surface. Look at that. Just so easy. The Cecil rope is not super easy to get through, but the ROSIE here is making it seem easy. Just destroying it. How about a little bit of rubber tubing? Let's try some of that. This is hard for knives with thick geometry, but you know, I mean, look at it. Look at it go. You know, the full flat grind helps a lot here. Let's do a little, I don't know what you call that, but splitting it long ways, I guess. Real nice. I'm loving this so far. This is the first time I've ever cut with it since I've gotten it. I wanted to save it, you know, I wanted to save my reaction cutting-wise for the cut test video. So this is the first time I've cut with the knife. Feels so good, man. It's just unbelievably comfortable. Where's our edge at? Oh, baby. Look at that. Gosh, this is some nice Magna Cut, baby. Unfortunately, a lot of companies are not, you know, hardening their Magna Cut this much, this hard. They're not getting it upwards of 63, 64. And you can really tell a difference, man. I'm telling you. This thing holds as like crazy. Let's try this super huge rubber tubing. Look at that. This is a 3-inch blade, but you can still get through this super thick tubing. Look at this. Gosh. Jeez Louise. Yeah, this is a pretty perfect EDC knife, if you ask me. It's only 3 ounces, super light. It just feels very nimble in your hand. Feels like a lot of control. You know, a lot of control that you have over the edge because of the grip, the choke up spot, you know, the nice broad blade. Let's cut some more cardboard just for fun. Look at that, baby. Long, long cuts. I love it. Let's try some curvies. I've never done that before. Woo, look at that. Damn. Yeah, that's incredible. Look at that. Have you ever done that before? This thing is so thin behind the edge. It's like, I believe it said, I believe it was between 12 and 14 thousandths behind the edge. I think it was more like 13 thousandths, but wow. Wow, this thing is great. It's best in the reverse flick. You can thumb flick it, but this thing is really designed to be a reverse flicker, and you can tell it's just absolutely effortless. The way the hole is in relation to the handle, just everything makes it an perfect reverse flicker. The detent is unbelievably crisp. It really feels unlike any other knife. Really, really does. I love it. I absolutely am in love with the ROSIE. Gosh, this could... I hesitate saying it. I feel like this could be a one-and-done knife for me. We're going to give it a quick strop here and just see what kind of edge we have after a quick stropping. This knife has everything I want, everything I like in a knife. This has, really. Of course, I would never get rid of all my knives except for one, but you know, hypothetically, if I had to, this would be in the running. Absolutely, this would be in the top 5 for sure. You can just tell that this was an extremely well thought out design, and like I said, has been slowly revised over the years to become this perfect cutting tool. Look at that. Holy shit. This thing is so sharp. Gosh. Oh boy. All right, folks. See if I can get these little cardboard scuffs off. It should come right off. Put a little spit on there, you know what I mean? This is a perfect knife. I've only said that a few times. Last time I said it was with the Sharp by Design Mini Evo drop point. I believe that is a perfect knife. And this also is a perfect knife, although I think it is a little bit more perfecter than the Mini Evo. It's just so good. It really is good. I overpaid for it, you know. I paid more than I would buying directly from Oz Machine Company. And I don't think I'd do that again, but I have no regrets at all. I would absolutely buy another one, you know, at table price from them. Absolutely. So there you go, folks. Hope you enjoyed. There isn't a whole lot of Roosevelt cut tests out there, so I'm glad to put my hat in the ring for the few that are out there. Please like the video before you head out. I'll see you next time. Adios.